Hi everyone, by the way, I've not said that. Oh my god, the echo's on. Yes, I am Haseeb Iqbal, and it's a real pleasure to bring you a special mix themed with originals of the mighty Jah Shaka, one of the greatest UK sound system pioneers, one of the forces so responsible for the last 50 years of sound system culture and spiritual roots music, using his expression and sound and love of instruments, and of course the use of his incredible sound system to transmit messages of spiritual consciousness and of course history, alongside an energy and a feeling in his sound that uplifted so many people for so long. He of course was one of my greatest heroes, and passed away a year and a half ago, yet still remains a very strong flame within me. This is for Shaka across the next hour. I've got a bunch of his originals, and we're going to take it away and journey through his incredible sound. One of London's most important musical figures. And we're going to start off with this record, the first ever 12-inch to come out on his label. This is a song called Jah Children Cry, with Jah Shaka on production and the incredible African Princess on vocals. Big ups and thank you for listening.
Children cry. It's been too long slaving in a Babylon, Babylon. It's been too long slaving in a Babylon, Babylon. Time for us all to unite. Time for us all to unite. One day we must reach the top, I say. We're sure to reach the top one day. We have been struggling for over 4,000 years. Do Jah children cry.
And the thing that distinguished Jah Shaka from so many of his sound system counterparts was the importance of the lyrics in his music. And that was really proven at the turn of the 90s, where spiritual roots music went out of fashion and sound system operators veered towards dancehall music. But Shaka refused to play dancehall music, and in the process lost so many of his listeners and audience because he didn't want to play music that had slackened lyricism towards women in a derogatory way. He felt like the most important thing of music was to have lyrics that were conscious, that could uplift you, teach you about the past and push you forward. And through these songs you're going to hear the importance of the lyrics, like you have here, talking about something that is conscious and important and righteous. And at a time where a lot of young people, specifically young black people in Britain, were not taught about their history, the role of sound system culture became so important as a tool of education to inform them about who they were and to mobilize them with a sense of pride and energy.
I say you reach a river garden and you turn right back. Oh, the of little faith. I say you reach a river garden and you turn right back. Faith can move mountain. Have faith. Faith can move mountain. Have faith in Jah. Faith can move mountain. Oh yeah. Faith can move mountain. Jah rock me, shake and a belly go. I say them cast them in the fire and them never get burned. Jah rock me, shake and a belly go. You know they cast them in the fire but they never get burned. Because them mama not a faith. Faith can move mountain. Faith can move mountain. Faith can move mountain. I'm faith in Jah. Faith can move mountain. Faith can move mountain. Jehovah. Faith can move mountain. Faith can move mountain. Faith can move mountain.
In a lot of this music you see a common theme throughout, where a lot of the tracks that start off with vocals drift into an instrumental section of that track, which is known as the dub or the version, or some would say the B-side. On a lot of these 12-inch Shaka originals, on one side you've got the vocal that goes into what would be the B-side, and that's a phenomenon that started in Jamaica by accident when a mixing engineer forgot to put the vocal on a track. A sound system DJ played it and the crowd basically went bonkers, and then they clocked, oh wow, the instrumental is really heavy, and that laid the foundations for toasting, which was jumping on a microphone and talking over the dub, which eventually became rapping and influenced America. So it all comes back to the roots of sound system culture, one turntable and a microphone, which is how Jah Shaka would play, and recognizing the vocals of a track as a place for the message to come through, but also seeing the instrumental section as a place where you can jump on the mic and share your message. And that's out to all the young DJs out there. We're human beings when we're on the dance floor. Jump on the mic. This one, Ras Imru Asher on vocals. And in the last song, it was Norman Grant on lead vocals of the incredible Twinkle Brothers, who are actually the first cousins of Jah Shaka. Norman Grant continues to be such a vital part of the South London sound system and reggae scene, and has paid tribute to Shaka recently with a few records and performances. And like a lot of great titans who've musically hailed from this city, Shaka would often play around in all sorts of places across London. And across the last couple of years, speaking to various different people and getting to know about his influence through various spaces, it's become clear to me that one of the most profound things about Shaka's artistry was his consistency. He was so obsessed with what he did that he never stopped. His Arklow Road residency that he used to do in New Cross, around the back of Deptford Station, very close to where Babylon the film is set, which of course he's in, that was where Shaka would play every single Friday from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m, playing the newest dub cuts on his sound system and essentially playing music that couldn't be heard anywhere else on a really long form length, and really going super deep into it and allowing people to be totally absorbed by that. From one of his masterful productions that is so incredible to one where we actually get to hear his voice and listen to his message. This is an incredible album that Jah Shaka did called Revelation Songs, that put together a number of different tracks with his house band that was incredible. I love that photo of him so much too. But this is a beautiful song, and the whole album's amazing, but you really get to hear him speak about his message. So this is a song that he did talking about the importance of Rastafarianism as a way of connecting back to black pride and identity whilst trying to move through Britain, and it's a song called Rastaman.
To go, where the
Unbelievable. Jah Shaka right there with a song called Rastaman off his Revelation Songs album that really allowed him to go deep into the message. But away from the words, Shaka was so important in a musical context, especially if we're tracing down the last 50 years of British music history from a bass music context. If you look at the foundations he laid down, Shaka essentially helped pioneer the likes of punk music, with the Sex Pistols saying that he was so instrumental in terms of their inspiration, whilst people like Goldie and LTJ Bookham attuned a lot of their success and understanding of drum and bass and jungle music to the foundations that he had laid down with bassy, rootsy, dubby music. And I think that lineage continues. It continues over to garage and, of course, into grime, which, of course, as a guy who grew up in South London, is also a very important area of the world for the growth of grime. And earlier this year, I had a very fascinating moment that allowed me to appreciate the role of Shaka on a whole nother level. And that was essentially when I was interviewing the grime rapper Novelist on my radio show. And I said to Novelist, because he's 50 years younger than Shaka essentially, and he's one of the great innovators of grime, just like Shaka was of dub, a fearless musician and artist, so on their path and journey that they're not really following anyone else in terms of what they do. And I said to Novelist, 50 years ago, Shaka was the bass music man in Lewisham. And 50 years later, I'd say you're one of the great innovators from the borough of Lewisham in southeast London. And I asked him if he knew Jah Shaka, and to my great surprise, he said no. And it was right then that I played a song, a percussion song for him, and I said, this just makes, I can see the link so clearly. And as I played it, Novelist said to me, this is basically grime. And it was right then on that moment that he said, can I spit some bars over this? And I said yes. And he got the microphone and he started spitting as if it was a grime instrumental over Jah Shaka's record, which was recorded 40 years earlier than a lot of the music that's coming out now. And I just saw that connection as absolutely beautiful. And when we do observe such connections, we must give thanks and praise to those that actually laid down the foundations that so many of us are influenced by today. And from a percussion level, I'm now going to share with you a song from this amazing record, African Drum Beats, Commandments of Dub, Chapter 10. Jah Shaka, really connecting the dots between South London bass music and the African drum. my gosh, Sister Naya, Jah Shaka, Jah Way. And I tell you what, this is my most recent Jah Shaka discovery, so I'm very excited about this record. So I'm therefore going to play the B-side of it, Jah Dub. What an incredible tune. And this is the first dub that I'm playing of these records actually going into the B-side, where, you know, the echoes and the dubs and the instrumentation really gets to experiment with itself. And that's what I love about dub music and sound system culture in an age of a lot of fast-paced content and quick music that is very focused on the attention span. This commands a patience and this commands an engagement, very similarly to the likes of spiritual jazz, because it's tapping into a frequency that's departed from the earthliness, if you know what I mean. And going to see Shaka live before he passed away was the most instrumental part of my musical process, I'd say, in the last few years as a dancer, a receiver of music, but also as a DJ. He was the only DJ and performer who I ever cancelled my own gigs to make sure that I could go and see. And, you know, that is saying something quite profound. And he had a huge influence on me. And I will never forget the one moment I did have to meet him and warm up for him in the summer of 2022, which was, of course, one of the final festivals he ever played before he passed away, We Out Here Festival. And I got to warm up for him, introduce him, and of course, show him how to use the Pioneer mixer, ironically enough. So, yeah, Jah Shaka, we love you. Your influence will last forever. And here's the B-sides. Haseeb Iqbal in the mix right now. Jah Shaka original, strictly Clubhouse. Whilst I just recall it, at one of Shaka's final gigs, an all-dayer that he did at the Cause on a Sunday daytime in 2021, December, I will never forget one of the most radical moments I ever observed in Shaka that really showed the sincerity and fearlessness of his artistry. And he was playing there, and it was a Sunday session, and he had mainly all his old heads who'd been following him for a long time, and of course the younger generations too, a very eclectic set of people. And he put on a tune, and it was a grime song. It was Kabila Amlak with a song called, I should have brought that, but it's not Shaka. Do you know who Haile Selassie is? It's an amazing song. Kabila Amlak and a vocalist called Magical, spelt with a J, and Shaka played that, and you just saw it disenchant some of the purists, but he didn't care because it was about the culture for him. And this sound, you can see the connection. This is grime music, 25 years before grime music came about.
what I am. Ooh, 'cause I'm a true born African man. Every man say him want to go down in Africa. Every man say him want to go down in Africa. But anywhere I go now, I got to let them know that I'm an African man, and I got a lot of plans. I'm an African man, in any land. Ooh, the Rasta man I say him want to go down in Africa. The Rasta man I say him want to go down in Africa. Ooh, but anywhere I go, I got to let them know that I'm an African man, in any land. I'm an African man, and I got a lot of plans. Ooh. Them I say them want to go down in Africa. The data them I say them want to go down in Africa. Ooh, but anywhere I go now, I got to let them know that I'm an African man, and I got a lot of plans. I'm an African man, in any land. Why yo, me hygiene them I say them want to go down in Africa. I say me brethren them I say them want to go down in Africa. Oh yo, why yo? But anywhere I go now, I got to let them know that I'm an African man, in any land. I'm an African man.
Al Cunningham on vocals under the direction of Mr. Jah Shaka. The lyrics, I'm an African man in England. Theme that was very central to Jah Shaka's work, as he used his voice and platform to educate the young black children who were around, teaching a lot of the kids that had come over from the Caribbean like himself that actually they once came over from Africa, informed by the Marcus Garvey approach to history and Pan-Africanism that a lot of the Jamaicans in reggae music used as the source of their message. Jah Shaka took it a step further, and as that sequence from Africa to the Caribbean in many cases extended itself to the UK, Shaka used his music to teach a lot of these children about their African roots. And this song, African Man, in my eyes pays homage and appreciation to that history that could so easily be lost when the media and education system didn't talk about it. And something that's not very known about Jah Shaka is that at 326, I believe, New Cross Road, the building that's right next to the Marquise of Granby, the green pub on the corner, that which is now a hair shop, used to be a shop called Art and Craft that was run by Jah Shaka. And the one rule of that shop was it sold no music. It was Shaka's shop that he ran for years as he lived down the road on Alpha Road. And in that shop, he only sold African memorabilia and symbols of history and maps and all these different things that he felt could help educate and impart a pride upon the local black people in South London, many of whom could be so easily misguided and misdirected if it wasn't for music and art and history. And one of the other things that is not known about Shaka was the charity work that he went to do in Ghana and across Ghanaian villages. He helped build various schools and basically sourced a lot of educational tools for a lot of young kids, allowing them to study various subjects. And one thing that he spoke about was the importance for young kids to study history and geography. And he said that was so that you could learn what happened to your people and where your people went. Two things that he saw as incredibly important in order to move forwards. Talk about the grime connection. This was 90s Jah Shaka, starting with the B-side. And to finish off, I'm going to flip the record and play the incredible vocal of this track. This is one of the most incredible collaborations that happened for me in terms of that UK sound system history. It was when Jah Shaka teamed up with Johnny Clark, one of the most important Jamaican singers who worked very closely with King Tubby for many decades. And it actually come directly from that Jamaican prolific dubplate era. And when he got to the UK, it turned out that Shaka was the only person playing out enough to be creating new music at the level that Johnny Clark liked. And that was when they created this amazing piece of music entitled Rosie, signed by Johnny Clark, by the way, when I interviewed him recently. And he's still playing about. So check him out. But I've been Haseeb Iqbal for the last hour or so, journeying through my Jah Shaka record collection. These are more than just records for me. These are art pieces that chronicle a story of musical history, of British history, of London history. And I think when we zoom into them and take time and space like we've been able to today to go into it, we can learn so much from an artist who was so sincere and dedicated to imparting a message and creating a feeling. So thank you very much for joining me, and thank you to everyone here at Clubhouse. I really appreciate it. It's been a real joy to do this. And we're going to finish with this mighty rhythm. Jah Shaka, Johnny Clark, Rosie. Thank you very much.
Rosie, 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 I want some roses, 'cause I want to give my Rosie, who I love so dearly. Rosie never yet deceived me. Rosie is the one for me. Rosie make me feel so good. Rosie is the girl I love. Rosie make me feel brand new. I love my Rosie. Some of them I said that she knows it. She just a kill them with no style. Slicker than the girl called Ruby. Rosie full of no stylish. Rosie is the girl for me. Rosie full of no stylish. Rosie is the one for me. Them want to mash up the love life. Them want to run away my Rosie. Them just a so for me. It's gonna make them get crazy. Them just a spread up rumor. They say me have no pity. Oh my Rosie don't mind. She just coming all the time. Rosie doesn't care at all. Rosie just keep coming. Rosie doesn't care at all. Rosie just keep coming. Rosie, she don't like to play around. Rosie, Rosie, she don't want to be no clown. Rosie, I need some roses, 'cause I want to give my Rosie, who I love so dearly. Rosie never yet deceived me. Rosie is the one for me. Rosie make me feel brand new. Rosie is the girl I love. Rosie make me feel so good. I love my Rosie. Some of them I said that she knows it. She just a kill them with no style. Slicker than the girl called Ruby. Rosie full of no style.